What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, let's talk about the big mega fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. There's so much content we can create as content creators around this fight itself. But let's get straight to it, right? One thing I noticed is that in the conversations involving this fight, I hear a lot of Terrence Crawford fans saying Terrence is a dog. He is a dog in there. Errol Spence is in for a rude awakening. Terrence is a dog beyond measure, right? And it's almost as if they're not. They don't think Errol Spence is. They don't view him as a dog at all. They don't think he's a dog. They don't think he got the same amount of dog as Terrence. And they seem like, I don't know, they think he's a puppy or something for some reason. And I'm gonna say this, man, like, dog is not visible just from outside appearance. Errol Spence talks slow. He's not an Adrian Broner type that's super loud, obnoxious, boisterous, so on and so forth. He talk when it's time to say something and when he pissed off. Other than that, he's a chill individual. But make no mistake about it, chill individuals can have dog in them too. It's a lot of people, man. I knew a lot of dudes in the hood of Chicago growing up here who could talk a lot of shit and look mean and look vicious all on their face. And it's a dude that don't say too much at all, that whoop their ass and knock them out. I've seen it time and time again. Now we know this does not dictate the actual fight and how this will go down between two world-class fighters. But what I'm saying is that, don't judge a book by its cover, the old cliche. Dog don't look one way. People think a dog only looks, a dog only comes in the form of a guy who's extra aggressive, who beats his chest, who always, a person that say motherfucker 20 damn times and cuss a mile a minute. That's what some people view as dog, right? And sometimes people can view dog simply as knockout power because Bud has 100% knockout ratio in the welterweight division. I get that. Honestly, y'all, I think Errol probably would have stopped almost everybody Terrence fought except Sean Porter. He didn't stop Sean. So all props to Terrence Crawford for stopping Sean. For sure. All props for that. But I think Errol probably would have finished everybody else, including Glasgow, Amir Khan, and he finished Kell Brook already. So I think Errol would have got everybody else up out of there too. But he get the Sean Porter nod. So hey, he stopped the guy that's a dog. They give him that label. But I'm telling y'all right now, Errol Spence would not be where he is and he wouldn't have got what he got without being a dog. A dog beats a person into fucking submission too. Like, a dog takes a person's will from them. A dog really beats the desire out of a person to fight. Like we saw with your Dennis Ugas. Ugas was a broken man. Only a dog can do that shit. People say Ugas just stood in front of Errol Spence. He just stood in front of Errol. He stood in front of Errol. That is a misconception beyond measure. Y'all cut it out. He was beating that boy's body so fucking bad. Your Dennis Ugas became immobilized. He could not move like that. He couldn't. After taking the body shots on the side of the body, in the stomach, all within the abdomen section, all up in the abdominal section. I'm sorry, stuttering and all that. After that, it was night. His ass couldn't go nowhere. He became a fucking statue. But he got beat like that. He wasn't fighting like that from round one on. He was moving. He was moving around. He wasn't just in front of Errol. But it became a point where he thought, okay, let me stand in here for a minute. Errol started getting them body shots in, and even when he was moving, Errol was cutting the ring off, hitting him with them body shots back to back, and it's an accumulation over time. Those shots add up, and his shit was like he could not move. That wasn't your Dennis. I'm gonna just stand in front of him. It's so many false narratives on YouTube that make it seem like Al Heyman slid your Dennis Ugas to PBC, a check from PBC to go ahead and fall down for this fight. No, ain't nobody paying to get their motherfucking orbital bone broken. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's willingly taking a beating like that. I don't care what you heard or how much you hate Errol Spence. That shit not going down, dog. It's not. So cut it out. I see it's a popular YouTube channel that talk that shit. Oh, we got the Al Heyman check. What the fuck out of here? If Bud would have done the same shit, they would have been like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They would have, hey, Bud just a dog. Again, if Errol Spence was not a dog, he doesn't wear Errol Spence doesn't visibly wear his dog on his sleeve, right? Dog, again, is not just an outside appearance. It's not as, listen, he's a dog in the ring. His demeanor outside the ring is not an indicator of his dog. Once again, a dog wouldn't have only a dog can beat Mikey Garcia so bad. He take a long ass time to come back in a fight. How long Mikey was out? Let's see. Because Mikey was out for a long ass time after that beat. And I know he was pissing blood. He got beat from pillar to post from round 1 on. There's a lot of people that don't have Mikey winning 1 round in that fight. And if they do have him winning 1 round, they gave him probably the first round. The first round. It's what he came back and he beat Jesse Vargas in a comeback fight after that. His ass was out for a while, nearly a year. Okay, and he was never the same after that. Never the same. Danny Garcia got beat so bad, he was on the brink of depression after Errol Spence cleaned and waxed him. Because Danny thought he was going to come in, he was going to beat Errol. He thought that. Danny's father thought that too. But Errol Spence such a dog after a car accident. Errol probably maybe 80% after the car accident waxed Danny easier than everybody else ever waxed Danny. Danny's face was beat up on worse than I ever seen it get beat up on before. Danny got his ass whooped for real. And Danny was so down about it, he was in depression because he got beat so bad. Only a dog can beat somebody into depression. Okay, I don't care what you say. Only a dog can do that shit. You know? So, I'm looking at certain performances from Errol Spence like, I don't know how you can say he dude, not a dog. I don't know how you can say that. Breaking or broke Kell Brooks' other orbital bone. Broke his other eye. It wasn't the same eye that Triple G got. Only a dog can go over there to the UK. In another person's home country. Again, and I know non-American boxers do it all the time. All the time. But the momentum, the momentum Kell had a lot of momentum in the welterweight division. Motherfuckers wasn't fucking with Kell in the welterweight division at all. Errol Spence said, you know what? I'm a young lion, a young pup. I'm going there. I'm gonna take his fucking belt. I'm gonna take his belt. That's the only lane that's available to me right now. Keith Thurman don't want to fight me. Not getting a Sean Porter fight right now. Let me go ahead. I don't even know Sean had a belt. Sean had a belt at the time. I don't know. But that was his only option to get that fight. He wasn't gonna get the Manny Pacquiao fight. No, Keith Thurman. Manny didn't have the belt at the time. Keith had the belt. What the fuck? But anyway. That was the only route Errol could take. Went over there to the UK. Everybody in the audience, in the crowd against him except his family. It wasn't a crowd full of Americans. I will say that. When foreign fighters come over here to fight in America, they home crowd come out and show out. Show out in droves. They be drowning out the American crowd. You saw Marcos Maidana fought Floyd, Conor McGregor, even, the UFC guy. Whenever Floyd fought somebody from Puerto Rico, Mexico, the fans would be in the crowd screaming to the top of their damn lungs. It wasn't no support in the crowd for Errol Spence. Nobody but his family went out there and got the job done and finished Kell Brook, man. So I don't know, man. It's crazy to hear that. A dog go in there and he take belts from other dudes that's former champions. That are current champions. And dudes, because Terrence asked him, what dude you fought been a champion in several weight classes? Danny Garcia. And he fucked Danny up worse than Keith did. Worse than Sean did. So, I don't know, man. It's this perception that because Errol's a cool, calm, and collected dude, he ain't no dog. He ain't got this in him. He ain't got that in him. No, man. A dog go in there and fight Sean Porter head up. Fight him head up and outlast Sean. Sean like a little Tasmanian devil, a fucking pit bull that keep coming at you. A dog going there and outlast Sean Porter in a dog fight. Because Errol wasn't out there simply just out there boxing, using a jab the whole night. He was in there mixing it up with Sean all fucking night and outlast him. That's dog shit. That is dog shit. Standing in there with Sean. And Sean was motivated more than ever because Kenny Porter loved Errol Spence more than he loved his own goddamn son. Kenny loved Errol more than he loved Sean. Okay? Sean know that and Sean say, fuck that. My daddy be championing this dude all the time, cheering for him. You can hear Kenny Porter in the crowd at the Kell Brook fight. Yeah, go get him, Errol. Go get him, baby. All that shit. You hear that's Kenny Porter in the crowd when he fighting Kell Brook. And that's Sean like, my daddy love this dude, Errol. I'm about to show the world and show my daddy. Like this dude can't fuck with me, and I'm gonna go out here and beat him. I'm gonna show the world that I'm a match made in hell for Errol Spence, and I'm gonna go out here and bring a dog fight to Errol. And even Barry Hunter and Kenny Porter acknowledged Errol could have made the fight easier for himself. But stood in there and fought Sean. Head up and say, what's cracking? Let's get it. Let's go into a war. Let's see who can outlast each other in a war. And in that war, Errol Spence got the best of Sean Porter, especially after the knockdown and his performance in the championship rounds. I feel like Errol's energy increased in the later fucking rounds. Only a dog can get stronger as the fight goes on. I don't know what it's like it's a damn Super Saiyan or something. I don't know. But as the fight goes on, Errol gets stronger and stronger and stronger. His endurance and conditioning is phenomenal. That shit is top tier. Because I never see the brother get tired ever. I hear people saying Errol get winded fast. I never seen that shit, dog, like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you say, oh, he got a little tired as the Mikey Garcia fight went on, he was throwing fucking, 100-something punches a round, which is insane. Threw 1,000 punches in that Mikey Garcia fight. Errol was a valiant puncher. And he gonna keep coming no matter what's coming. Whatever is coming in front of him, he don't give a fuck. He gonna say, he's telling his opponent, you gotta stop what I do. Okay, I don't care what you got coming at me. I'm gonna keep coming at you. Keep coming at you. I'm gonna keep standing in your face all fucking night, and I'm gonna take you through hell. And Errol Spence seems to be willing to go through hell to give hell. That's a dog. That's a dog, man. He don't gotta go and holler and cuss everybody out. He don't gotta go out there wanting to fight Bo Man, calling him motherfucker, stupid motherfuckers like Terrence called Derrick James, right? He don't gotta go out here hollering, cussing and screaming and flexing all crazy at the press conference. He don't gotta be out here cussing every other word. He don't have to be loud and belligerent. He don't have to wear a scowl on his face to be a dog. Dogs come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. Because again, Magic Johnson was a fucking dog. He smiled all the goddamn time. You rarely saw Magic Johnson angry. Tim Duncan was a fucking dog. He was stoic majority of the time. He wasn't in press conferences pissed off, hollering, yelling, cussing. For all that cussing and hollering KG did, he was never better than Tim Duncan. Never. Right? So it's not a measure of dog, the amount of how menacing you look on your face. None of that matters. Being a dog is what happens when you get in that ring. How you make stuff shake, how you come out. Only a killer, only a dog could do shit Errol Spence done. Only a dog would. So, again, people going into retirement, man, Mikey knew it was over with after he fought Errol. He knew it was done for. Losing to what? What's the dude's name? I'm finna go back. Sandor Martin, the majority decision, dog. What do we got going on here? What do we got going on here? And Mikey was getting busy in boxing, man. Mikey was out here looked at. People thought Errol was going to get outboxed. He was going to get outgunned in a lot of different ways. They thought Mikey was going to outthink Errol because they simply think of Errol Spence as a brute come forward fighter. Errol has a lot more wrinkles to his game than a lot of people know. And I think you will see that come July 29th. I think you will see an Errol Spence that a lot of naysayers didn't know was in him. And even some fans didn't know was in him. You know what I mean? And I think they're developing a game plan here, him and Derrick James, for victory. But it's crazy to me to see that people measure dog by how a person look. How aggressive, how mean. Oh, he mean. Listen, man, oh, Terrence mean. Errol ain't mean. He from the suburbs. That shit don't matter, dog. In fights, I seen dudes from the suburbs whoop dudes from the city ass. Whoop dudes from the hood ass. Errol don't gotta look mean. As long as he giving out a mean punishment in the ring, that's all that matters.